Good morning. How is everybody? It's a Wednesday. It's a heat wave. Oh my God. How are you handling the heat wave? I'm in a long sleeve shirt here at the ocean. It's downright chilly this morning. With that, I want to say hi to a girl. I want to say hi to a girl. What's up, Michelle? How are you? One of my big supporters. I hope you're doing all right. What's up, Lewis? We got Nick. Where's Nick? There's Gail. There's Nick. There's Scott Watson. There's Andy Vollen up there in Albany. Man, I just woke up, so give me a moment. Maybe I should have a couple sips of coffee before I attempt to babble in front of everybody. But hope you're going to have a glorious day. We will. Another fine day at the ocean. What's up, George? We got Richie Rich. Morning, Huda Man. Man, Richie Rich likes to come in here and ask Huda Man. It's his bit. It's a bit that works. A lot of you guys are trying to have bits on my live stream, and some of you fall horribly short, but not the Richie Rich. Huda Man, well, obviously WIllie Mays is the man. What a life. One of the greatest baseball players of all time, but you youngsters are way too young to even understand how good WIllie Mays was. And he died. He died yesterday at the age of 93. So today was an easy one, Richie Rich. WIllie Mays is the man. And I remember, I don't know if I remember, because I was a very, very, very small child. Do you understand? I was a very small child, because the story I'm about to tell makes me sound like a very old person, because WIllie Mays died at the age of 93. But growing up a big Mets fan, all of a sudden, we get word that WIllie Mays is joining the Mets. And we couldn't believe it. We got WIllie Mays. But it was at the end of his career. He was a bit slower, a bit bigger. I think he was like 45 years old when the Mets finally were able to get WIllie Mays on their team. But rest in peace to just an amazing athlete, supposedly an amazing person. Everyone's like, he was an amazing person. He was as good a person as he was a baseball player. I don't know that. I didn't hang out with WIllie Mays. So Richie Rich, WIllie Mays is the man this morning. What's up? What's up, Joyce? How are you? Joyce is somewhere right now, all happy and getting ready for another fine day. Are you in the city area there, Joyce? Is it? Supposedly it's really hot in the city. How is it possible that the city is, 60, 70 miles that way, and we got completely different weather? So we're not dealing with any heat wave out here. Have you gone fishing yet? Well, look what's behind me. I got 2 fishing rods right there. We threw in for the first time since moving to the ocean for the summer yesterday. Couple giant bites. These stupid fish. You get a little something hanging off your damn hook. They know to bite that and not the whole damn hook. So that's kind of frustrating. We had a couple of significant bites, but we had no fishies come in to shore, but so far so good. It was fun. It was absolutely fun to do some fishing with my son yesterday. SMO, we got Juan. Morning, oh, beautiful morning at the beach for sure. Yeah, it is glorious. It's very, very breezy. It's I would say it's perfect out here right now. Did you hear that Howie Mandel cracked his wife's skull open? Oh wow, that's not fun. Is that true? Could someone send me the story? You guys are the producers of this damn show. Yes, it's becoming a show. It's going to be a scorcher today. The Naked Militia. Is it going to be a scorcher today, Joyce? How hot is it going to get today, Joyce? I need to know. Donna wants to know. But I think I think we might make 80 degrees out here today. Maybe. How much is a fishing permit? I don't know, Lewis. I don't play by the rules. I never played by the rules. I have no idea. Probably a few shekels. Have you or your son ever caught a fish on the first cast? First cast of the day? I have, but I don't remember. I don't remember the story or anything. I told the story recently, but My in-laws were up from Philly, one of these big 4th of July weekends, and by the 4th of July, I've done a lot of fishing, and my brother-in-law and my father-in-law were like, well, we're going to go fishing. I'm like, I'll join you. We'll join you. So we were staying up at the house. Next thing you know, there's all sorts of commotion down there. I mean, right down there. And long story short, people are running from all over the place. I've told this story, but I'll tell it really quick right now. Running from all over the place, like, what the hell did they catch? And then I see my brother-in-law walking out of the ocean with something like this. Like, it looked like it was a dog or maybe a person. So I go running down there, and it turns out that my brother-in-law caught like a 50, I got to get the exact, 50-inch striped bass right off that shore line right in front of my house. And the story goes, it goes to your point. The only reason I'm telling you this, because you asked if anyone has caught a fish on the first cast. It was their first cast of the day. They went down to the ocean, they both threw in, and then they set their lines, and then they're like, all right, let's walk the beach a little bit. So you do what you do. You walk a little bit, get the lay of the land, see what's on the shoreline. They look back at their rods. The rods are completely gone, or the one rod is completely gone. My brother-in-law goes into the ocean, and his rod is like this high in the water. He grabs it. He's over his head, but he's grabbing the rod. And he reels in a 52-inch striped bass. It was absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. I'm right down the beach from you, about 50 miles. All right, MSO. Come on by, but you will be tackled. Don't worry about it. They tackle everybody. And then we go, no, he's okay. So if you want to deal with that, come on by and say hi. Did you hear about WIllie Mays? Yeah, we just did that, Scott Arsenault. Are you late today? The great WIllie Mays died at the age of 93 yesterday. He seemed like he was going to be one of these guys that just lived forever. But the sports world is in mourning today over the death of WIllie Mays. WIllie Mays. Morning, JFK. How are you? Hope you're having a good. Well, it's not summer yet, right? When's the official start of summer? I want to say it's going to be Friday, I think. Morning, Ope from Philly. Have a good day, boss. You too, Kurt. Love my Philly. Joyce is back. Do you keep what you catch and have dinner? Wasn't sure if you do or not. Well, Joyce, let me tell you a little something. I will catch if I do some regular fishing on a regular basis. I'll probably catch close to 100 fish this summer. A lot of junk fish, a lot of sea robins, some skates, one or two bluefish, maybe one or two fluke. If I'm not lucky, I should say a stingray, and a lot of striped bass, hopefully. And then you got to hope that the striped bass are legal, because I play by the rules as far as that goes. And then, long story short, I might keep one or two striped basses a summer, cook that shit up on the grill or give it to the neighbors, and everything else goes back. Everything else goes back in the ocean. They go back in the ocean, and they're a bit wobbly after being caught. I would imagine it's pretty traumatic to pull a fish out of the ocean, so they go back looking a little wonky. But we try to do the right thing and get them back into the ocean there, Joyce. Big news, when I'm out here doing my beach life for the summer, the big news is very chill and very, very small townish. But word was going around yesterday that one of my neighbors had clams. We do our own clamming around here. And he goes, hey, man, I got a whole bunch of clams. Would you like them for bait? I go, nah, not really, because I'll take you inside the process. If you want to make your own clam belly fishing bait, what you got to do is you got to shuck them. And it's the big ones. You want the big ones. You got to shuck the clams. And then you got to put it in a salt bath supposedly it's got to be kosher salt. One of my pals down the beach told me, but he's just a Jewish man, so maybe he's not allowed to use the regular salt. I don't know. He goes, you need to use the kosher salt. And then you got to let it sit in the salt bath for, I don't know, man, at least a couple months, and then you can finally use it as bait. And, by the time the clams would be done, we're packing up and heading back to that stupid city. So I told my neighbor, no, thank you, I don't want them. Because it's a lot of work. It's a lot of hassle. So then my other neighbor, the guy over here who's a retired NYPD up there guy, I'll just call, I'm supposed to now say, just say, I was way up in the ranks. You don't think I'm checking out your live stream? Sorry. No, he's actually a really cool guy. So I see him yesterday, and he said, hey, blank just gave me clams. So the clams I said no to. Now my neighbor over here, he's got the clams. He's like, you want a dozen or two? Because I'm not going to eat all these. I'm like, man, I can make some linguine and clams. Red sauce, little garlic, some red pepper, the hot red pepper, some Italian seasonings. I got Joyce watching, so I better do this proper. I go, hell yeah, man, I'll take a few dozen. I'll make my wife some nice linguine and red clam sauce. And I go, what are you going to do with the rest? He's like, I'm thinking of putting them on the grill, get a little butter, maybe a beer. I'm like, that sounds really good, Key to the story was I didn't want to deal with the clams. That's why I told the guy initially, I was the first guy he asked, I didn't want your damn clams. So all of a sudden my neighbor, I'm expecting a little bowl, just a little bowl of clams that I could quickly chop up nice, clean them nice, throw them in a red sauce, and make my lovely wife a nice meal. All of a sudden he's like, I just don't want to deal with this. I just don't want the hassle. I'm not in the mood. He's starting to get angry. He goes, just take them. And I'm like, what? Just take what? And he has a giant garbage bag that was filled with clams. Not filled, but there were so many clams in this garbage bag that it was heavy. Like you're trying to throw it over your shoulder like Santa Claus. It was probably no less than 25 pounds of clams, and he just hands it to me. So now I'm stuck with 25 pounds of clams. And I did make my linguine and, clams in the red sauce yesterday. And it was delightful. But now I'm stuck with the clams that I didn't want originally. This is the big news out here at the beach. Maybe I could throw them back. I don't know. I'll have to figure that out. Barrister 1401, $5. Nothing like watermelon for breakfast to celebrate Juneteenth. I don't even know what the Juneteenth is. What is the Juneteenth? Is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing? I say that just to trigger people. Is it a good thing? Let me tell you why. Wow, so I think that might be a bit racist there, Barrister 1401. Did you go racist on us? I don't see as a guy that goes racist there, Barrister 1401. I don't know. I don't. Every day it's something anyway. So happy Juneteenth, I guess. Is that good? Did I do that good? I think I did that good. Mike Long, good morning. Oh, beach looks refreshing this morning. It's really nice. It's really breezy. I can't wait to take a walk down the beach with Doggy. Maybe play What Did We Find on the Beach Today. The latest one, I haven't put it up on everything, but it's on my Instagram, OpieRadio. It's on my Facebook. But I found an applicator and made a silly little video you might want to check out. And then some idiot. There's just idiots everywhere. Staged! Why would I stage a dumb bit when I'm walking my dog? Basically, the bit is I walk my dog and get some exercise. Maybe do a little meditating. Don't check my phone. And if there's something on the beach that I find that could be interesting, I film it. And maybe try to make it a little silly and funny, hopefully. I'm not why would I stage that? Oh my God. People just have to be miserable. John Court's down there in Philly. Fivers likes, download something for the effort. Yeah, you know what? Thank you, John. You know, when you say download something or click on something, you know, people are watching this every morning. I go, hey, can you help me out? Not with a handout. If you want to give me a $5, that is like absolutely awesome. Trust me on that. The clam bellies for the fishing, they're not gonna pay for themselves. It's $18 a tub now. It used to be $7 when I first moved out way out here on Long Island. But when I say help me out, it means click on something. Let the big social media platforms pay me with a little monetization. But I need the clicks. So thank you to John Courts. He's perfect. He gave me 5. He's telling people to hit the like. They're not even hitting the like, John. My likes didn't even go up. And download something. Yeah, do that. Maybe download the latest episode of Comedy Quick Hits with Opie. It has its separate podcast feed called Comedy Quick Hits with Opie. Thank you, John. Remember yesterday I was talking to my friend Chris, a.k.a. Fish Guy Photos. And we were talking about sharks because it's that time of year where all the news programs do all the crazy stories on the sharks. You know, the sharks are hunting humans. And everyone is scared, very scared. And I even told my friend yesterday that, after all these years, I'm kind of scared to go in the ocean. I never was. Absolutely never was. I would, like I said, I would swim a quarter mile out about when I was younger. Just float like this, looking at the sky, and then come back in like it was nothing. And a lot of times I would do that with my paddleboard. I would go even further out on my paddleboard, but you gotta check the direction of the wind because if the wind's blowing the wrong way, your body's like a sail as you're standing on your paddleboard, and you're like, hey, why are the houses getting smaller? We lose one every once in a while. Every once in a while you hear, hey, 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 can anyone hear me? And they have to go get the daffy bastard because he's standing up on that thing with the wind in the wrong direction, and now you're just gone. Absolutely gone. But I don't even like swimming over my head anymore. You know, the stupid culture of fear, which is the stupid news. It's the local news. It's the cable news. It's all news sources. You know, every news outlet has tried the cute, fun, happy stories, and it just doesn't sell the dish soap. So they go with the fear. They go with the scary stuff. So this time of year, it's scary stuff time with the sharks. And, I had Chris on yesterday. He explained you really have nothing to worry about. And then we were talking about things that will kill you before sharks. And I forgot the list, so I wrote it. Look at this. This is called show prep. I wrote it. These are just a few things that you should worry about before a shark. And they would be, ready? And there's a new one to the list, which I like. I'll leave the new one for you old-timers for last. Vending machines. You should worry about vending machines before sharks, believe it or not. Coconuts falling from a tree when you're on your damn tropical vacation. That would be incredibly awkward. You're drinking a Bahama Mama under a palm tree, and you put your sandals down on your beach chair at 5 a.m, so you got a chair, sitting there all nice. You paid so much money for this damn tropical vacation. And next thing you know, man, a coconut falls out of a damn tree and hits you on the noggin and takes you out. That's gotta be embarrassing. I think we all want to go through life where we don't meet our demise in a embarrassing way. I think that's one of your goals if you live a life. Hey, how did you die? We're somewhere else if there is a somewhere else. Hey, I was on vacation and I was under a palm tree and a coconut fell and hit me on the head. You didn't die from a shark attack. You were in the Bahamas. So that'll get you before sharks. Dogs will get you before sharks. Mosquitoes will get you before sharks. Ants will get you before sharks. Tell me about it. Bathtubs will get you before sharks. Whitney Houston, man, she could tell you that's true. Hot dogs will get you before sharks. And the new one to the list, I swear. And this one right here, none of us should be scared of sharks after the new one to the list. And that would be champagne corks. Champagne corks take out more people than sharks. But man, tell that to yourself, Ope, when you're going to go into that ocean later today with your kids. All that will go out the window, and I'll still be looking around for the stupid fin popping up. Oh my God! It's the fear thing is stupid. It's irrational fear that we can't push down in our own noggins, right? Your neighbor got clams, I got crabs. Thank you, Chipper Jones. Thank you. Oh, very nice. Grilled fish, crisp summer salad, and a glass of something cold. Hell yeah. You know what I had for the first time the other day? You know, when we were growing up, we had one lettuce. One lettuce. I like thinking about the stuff I had growing up that's different than my kids. My kids now, if they're into salad, which they're not, there's 100 varieties of salad you could get. When we were growing up, us old timers, we had one salad, one lettuce, and that would be the iceberg lettuce. I haven't eaten iceberg lettuce in many, many years. And for Father's Day, we had some lovely steaks, and my wife did a baked potato recipe that was to die for. It was very crispy on the bottom. You cut the potato in half, some oils and some salt, some of that pink salt. And you put it in the oven so it gets crispy on the bottom where you cut it in half, and the rest is still meaty. It was perfect. I loved it. And then we also had iceberg lettuce. So we cooked up some bacon, chopped up a couple tomatoes. Yeah, my kids were in shock. This is so weird. Do you remember, like, when, growing up, it was probably your parents, and then eventually maybe you did it. You take the iceberg lettuce, you put it on the counter, and you go, and you crush it real fast, and it makes a crunching noise. I did that. My kids thought I was fucking nuts. They're like, Daddy, what do you do? I'm like, this is how you do it. You give it the first with the palm of your hand, and then you break it up. You put it in a bowl. You sprinkle the bacon on the top. You put the slices of tomatoes. I think I want this for breakfast now. And then some fresh crumbled blue cheese, and then blue cheese dressing. Not too much because I'm trying to take care of myself, but just enough. It was one of the best things I've eaten in a very long time. I'm like, why don't I eat iceberg lettuce on a regular basis? This rules. Because we got tricked into thinking the kale and the arugula, the bitter arugula. Oh my God. Oh, can I have a bowl of bitter? Thanks. Arugula salad stinks. And then it makes my tongue goes nuts. The taste buds pop out to the point you're like, ow, 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 ow. And then, the poor iceberg lettuce, it was pushed to the side. Let's push that to the side. People want the baby spinach. Why? Dirty Delicious in the room? Oh, damn, I didn't see the Dirty Delish. There she is. Hi, Dirty Delish. Good morning, Open Chat. Good morning, Dirty Delish. Magic 8 Ball saying hi to Dirty Delish. All right, Barrister 1401 is back with another $5. All right, he's a bit on the racist side, but he sure throws $5s at me, so I'm torn here. I'm torn. Barrister 1401, I like Barrister. I'm just effing with him. Your neighbor gave you clams. My hot cougar neighbor, gave me crabs. That's the joke. That would be the joke right there. And I messed up your line. I'm sorry, Barrister. Take your $5 back. I messed up your line. It was a beautiful line, and I stumbled through it. Hi, Tim. How are you? Matthew Hall, morning. That's a great view to wake up to. Oh, my God. It's It sure beats the sound of fucking garbage trucks in New York City. The sound of garbage trucks. Beep, 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 backing up. Instead, we got the gentle sound of the waves and the birds. Oh my God. Now I understand why people move south, because then they get this every day. Maybe not the view, but they get the niceness of the birds chirping. What else is going on? Hi, Ted. How are you? Hi, Ope. What kind of car are you driving these days? Are you generally a car guy? Oh, man, Ted, I'm sorry. I let a lot of people down with this question. We have one car, and at this point, I think it's like 8 years old. Part of that is because, I live in the city, so we throw it in a garage in the building I live in. Some of you people, when you buy a condo, they go, hey, and the good news, you get your own spot. You're going to be 208. That will be your spot. And you don't have to pay any more. But not in New York City. When you want to park your car in the building you live in, it's over $600 a month. And then we don't fucking move it too much. We use it to drive to Philly, and we use it to drive out here, and that's about it. So my car's just sitting there rotting. I got to get a new car if you want to know the truth. But I was never a car guy. Honestly, I'll give you. So I started with the. Oh my God, I forgot the name of. The Dodge Aspen wagon was my first car. It was a horrible green color. It was, I guess, the family car, or we had two cars in the family. I'm trying to remember. But when I was allowed to start driving on my own, my dad gave me the Dodge Aspen wagon as a car I could drive to high school and stuff and pick up my friends and just fool around with. But the problem is the back doors didn't close properly on the Dodge Aspen wagon. So my dad, he God love him, but he definitely liked taking shortcuts. So instead of getting the two doors in the back, maybe it was only one door. Maybe it was only one door that didn't close properly. But his idea of fixing it was to get a thin metal wire, that he went from one door handle to the other in the back seats and tightened them up really nice. So now the door wouldn't fly open while you're driving down the road. Problem is, when I was picking up my friends, that was their seatbelt, basically. They had to sit, behind the wire that was now right in front of them. So, God forbid, if the kid was in a decent accident, he would have decapitated his friends, because my dad thought that was the way to fix the the doors that wouldn't close properly on the Dodge Aspen wagon. And then we moved on to I bought my first car, which was a Honda Accord. I loved my Honda Accord. Stick shift. Loved it. Does anyone drive a stick shift anymore? They've kind of taken that out of the game, unless you're getting some fancy sports car. But there was a time, man, you would buy a car with a stick shift. And then with your fist, like just first, second, third, fourth, fifth. Oh, and then shifting down when you need. Oh, I miss driving a car with a stick shift. I absolutely loved it. Absolutely loved it. And I seized the engine on that damn thing, going to one of the South Shore, Long Island beaches. I was on a parkway, and my engine was smoking a little bit. Pulled it over. Well, I didn't pull it over. That was the problem. If I would have just pulled over immediately, it would have been fixable. But I was trying to get off the highway, and I basically, long story short, seized the engine, and that was the end of my Honda Accord. And then I moved into the S10 Blazers for a little while, and now I just got I got a decent car now. Juneteenth means a day off from work. Oh, all right. I'll take. Look, I'm a big fan of any holiday. This is how I look at the holidays. If I get a day off, obviously I'm talking when I used to be a worker. When I used to be a worker in the system, any holiday that gave me a day off, I was a huge fan of. Like a huge fan. Huge fan. Even the weird holidays, yes. Wait, we get a day? Yeah, I'm good. I'm a fan. Do I need to wear a specific shirt or hat today? Because I'm in. I am absolutely in. Morning, Open Squad. Good morning, Tom Taylor. Silly, Chili, Hilly, Philly, Millie, Billy found a rotting bong at the beach. Huh? You found a rotting bong at the beach. All right. Oh, what's your plans for summer? Just to absolutely. All right, I can tell you my plans for the summer. Thank you, Al. I want to lose 10 pounds. I'm bigger than what this camera makes me look like because it's a little fish lensy. If you want to know the truth, I'm at 185. I don't like being at 185 for my body type. I need to be down near 175, 172 if I can squeeze that out. I've already knocked down my sugar intake dramatically. I'm working out. I'm doing yoga. I want to do a lot of fishing. I want to read a few books, and I want to just enjoy the hell out of my kids because I woke up one day and went, oh my God, they're growing up way too fast. They're going to be out of this house before I know it. And that's just about it. And, do a little podcast and make a little pocket money, hopefully. If you guys click on something, I'll make a little money, and that would be nice. Those do be staging some stuff, though. Aldo, you're not one of ours. You're not one of ours. I think we got to get rid of the Aldo, right? Aldo's not one of ours, right? Right. Are you near where the Ocean Flight 815 went down? That is that way. And they still haven't figured out what happened that day, right? That is that way. Are we talking about the one where the kids were going to Paris? Right? Back in, what year was that? 90, I'm trying to remember. The early 90s, maybe? 95-ish? 94, 95. I'm trying to remember. But, no, man, we had a plane go down. And that was off Smith's Point, if you want to look it up. And there's a memorial over there. And it's many miles that way. That was just an incredible tragedy. And I'll be honest with you, every once in a while, not me, but every once in a while, a piece of that plane will wash up on shore. Small pieces at this point, small pieces. And then all of a sudden, they'll call the authorities and they'll rope off the whole damn place just so they could officially pick up that piece of the plane. Every once in a while. But honestly, I haven't heard about that happening in, I don't know, a few years now. I was going to send stars, but not an option on Facebook on my end. Yeah, what is going on with that, man? That sucks. Did Facebook put me in timeout again? Depending on social media to make any sort of living is absolutely insane. Absolutely insane, because you guys know too. You post something that you think so cute, or maybe it's slightly edgy, but you're trying to be funny, and next thing you know, where's my Facebook page? It's annoying. That's what I do miss about working for a company like SiriusXM. I'll be honest. Enough years have passed. They left us alone as far as the content went. They could have made our lives a lot easier. And not micromanage the hell out of the Opie and Anthony show. But when it came to actually the content of the show, they barely said no to us. And even when they said no to us, we would be really, really annoyed. And now, with the luxury of time going by, I see how annoying these social media platforms are. And I'm like, oh my God, I should have been on my hands and knees just kissing their asses for letting us to do whatever we wanted with that radio show. Very surprising that you had Al on your old show. Still find it funny that he used to tour with Boy George in the 80s. Oh, Al Jorgensen. Oh, that's right. Holy shit, I forgot all about that, George. Yeah, we had him on. Pissing and moaning. Southern, what am I... Southern, let's do this differently. You're just in here to hate. I get it. What am I moaning about that's bad? Make a list, all right? And we'll go through your little list... And then maybe you can move on with your day because you got your dumb hate out. The audio switches from left to right a lot when you move your head. Makes it harder to listen properly. I want to listen to you. Not sure what that's about, though. Maybe it's probably because I'm in... Oh, I don't know. I'll figure that out. It might be just an adjustment on my microphone. My microphone. Now you got me paranoid. Hold on, let me see something. All right, as long as I'm straight on this thing, it seems to be all right. But I'll look at that. I'll fix that immediately. Bragging about prep like stuttering John. All right, let's get rid of this idiot. I'm bragging. I'm bragging about show prep. I'm making a joke. This is the only thing I prepared today. Was things that you should worry about before sharks, and it was vending machines, champagne corks, coconuts, dogs, mosquitoes, ants, bathtubs, and hot dogs. This new world we live in where people try so hard with their hate is so weird to me. It is so bizarre. And if they don't have anything like solid, they'll just come up with anything they can. Anything. Ever seen the show 1001 Ways to Die? I saw a story where the guy died huffing poop fumes trying to get high. Jesus! Oh my God, no! Do you still have the mirror? Which mirror? Oh, on my car? No, that was an older video I posted. It popped up as a memory, so I reposted it. But basically... the story goes, I had my side view mirrors stolen twice while parking on the streets of New York City. I don't have a full-time job, and I was thinking to myself, this was a couple years ago, I'm like, you could move your car twice a week and save the 600 plus tips plus Christmas bonuses a month. That's some good pocket money. I was trying to squeeze out some pocket money. And then in the end, I think it was a wash because they stole my stupid side view mirrors twice. So your car insurance goes up. They can't... You know why car insurance companies are so excited when you call them with a problem? Because they know they're going to get you on the other end. Oh, well, we'll give you a rental and we'll take care of everything. You just got like a $28 deductible and you're all excited. Oh, my God, my car's going to be fixed. And then they sneak you. Renewal time. Next thing you know, it goes up. And they know that when they're talking to you. They get excited. They're like, yay, me. But had the side view mirrors stolen twice. And the second time, they were stolen and we were coming out here. I think we were coming out here for the summer. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, I think it was. I think we were coming out here for the summer, and I had no side view mirrors, which is kind of dangerous. I learned that the hard way because I had to drive my son to a kids' party in Brooklyn after the side views were stolen the first time, and it was downright scary. You don't realize how much you use those side view mirrors. So after they stole it the second time, I'm like, oh my God, and we got to drive tomorrow. So I went to CVS. I grabbed two handheld mirrors, mirror on the wall, those type of mirrors. And then I got I made my knife really hot at home so I could cut the handle off, and I duct taped them where the side view mirror should go, and drove all the way out here, and it worked like a charm. So that's what he's referring to. It's an older video, and I posted it on all my stuff if you want to check it out. But it was a big scam in New York City. They were stealing side view mirrors all over the place. My God, man. All right, let's get the hell out of here. All right, if you gave me a $5, thank you very much. Hit the like on the way out. That would be wonderful, and I would appreciate that. And what else? Click on something. Like John Court says every morning, just click on something, please. It helps the cause, all right? Guys, have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow morning. Bye. Bye for now. Goodbye. End stream. Yes, we'll